Today we've got a quick review and demonstration of this AC mini split cleaning kit. You're gonna get a user manual, parts to your sprayer, brush, more brushes, some little tools to pull it apart, large drain hose, a nice big towel, some plastic cover, and your actual drain kit. What's a little different about this review today is we're gonna actually put it to the test. My mini split up here in my workshop that's been running for just over a year. Quick side note, just so you're aware, it doesn't come with any cleaner in the kit, so you're gonna need some sort of cleaner like this. I use this on both my indoor and outdoor units. First things first, before we go getting this thing all wet, we're gonna wanna shut it down. I'm using my remote, and then we're gonna go ahead and shut off our breaker. With her powered off, we're gonna pop it open. Could be slightly different based on the unit that you have. Mine locks up at this position. We're gonna pull my filters. My filters are pretty clean. I take them out every few months and clean them, and then if I'm doing something super dirty in the shop, I have a secondary set of filters that I've cut from my house system that I lay over top. Probably a good idea when you're woodworking or metalworking, which is when I use those. Not too bad, I have to say so myself. And like I said, this is in my workshop too. So if you take care of your unit, it'll take care of you. Now there are two ways of going about it from here. We can take off our entire cover, or we can clean it with the cover on. But I wanna do this more the simple DIY at home. We're not gonna take everything apart like the pros do. We're gonna get it cleaner. If you want to take it further, you're going to have to investigate that for your specific unit. We've got a couple of little pry tools for the side. If your mini split is flat up against the wall, you can use these to pull the cover just a little bit so that you can slide your bag behind it. And then we've got all of our toothbrushing accessories here. For me, I don't need to pull my cover forward because mine is mounted to the front of this racking system. I'm gonna start by trying to wrap this up and around first. This is 10 feet up off of the ground. So depending on the height of yours, be careful. So we got our strap up and around the top to hold it in place. And then we'll go underneath here and get our bag to go around on both sides. Really all we need is we need to catch the moisture that's gonna fall right out in the middle here. Now you're gonna need a bucket on hand or somewhere to run your drain line to. I've got a bucket. Now before we get anything wet, we're gonna take our protective plastic film. It comes with the tape on it already, and we're gonna cover up the right side electronics. Now I'm gonna be careful not to directly spray this area in the first place. And one last thing, probably a set of safety glasses, especially depending on what chemical set you're using to clean, because you don't want any of this to go in your eyes. So I went ahead and closed the front door. We're gonna start at the top here, and we're just gonna lightly mist across. Make sure our bag is in line. There's quite a bit of dirt up here, actually. I'm kind of surprised. So with that in mind, I brought a towel with me to be able to wipe up all of the stuff up here, including our little happy face. With our extension wand, it'll make it a fair bit easier to get squirting inside here. Make sure our bag comes out all the way. Oh man, look at all the dirt right here. That's pretty gross actually. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this dwell or soak for 5 to 10 minutes. And if you have any super duper gross spots, you can use one of the brushes included in the kit to get down in there. Just be really careful with your fins. You don't wanna bend them over, so don't go this way against the fins, go with the fins typically. And I really don't have any super gross spots, so I don't need this up here. But I did notice on here, it is pretty dirty actually. So we're just gonna do some scrubbing along in here, and then we're gonna rinse her out and have our final review. And when you're going back together, don't forget to put your filters back in. Just giving mine a quick dry. Be really gentle with these because they can break. And we're using our included little microfiber towel that came in the kit. Peel our little cover off. You see all the dirt that's still on this side. Let's take another little shop towel here and wipe this down. I am gonna leave the bag up here as we fire the unit up because there's bound to be some water floating around in there still. And it will help to catch it as the blower tries to blow stuff out the bottom. Well, power's up. That's always a bonus after you get electronics wet. Now we just got to get that fan cooking. Looks like we've got fan activation. We're going to go into turbo mode so it can really blow any liquid out that was in there. I'm not terribly worried because we're in the garage in my workshop, but if you were at home, you'd probably want this on low just to cycle a little bit. So first off, I want to say thank you to these guys for sending me out this kit to give a test. There are a couple of things that you need to know. You are going to need some sort of a cleaner, and you can use something as simple as this foam and coil cleaner that I use on my systems. You could use a diluted concentration of Simple Green, or even maybe Dawn dish soap. Realistically, you want to use something that's going to be coil safe, and I know this stuff is because it says it in the instructions. The other things that I needed that weren't necessarily included in the kit was I used a dirty towel instead of their clean one. I used the clean one at the end once everything looked a lot better so I wouldn't get this one all gross. I used this one to get all the gunk and grime and stuff off. And then after we were done rinsing, I used compressed air to speed up the drying process. You could also use an electric blower or something of that nature to get the job done. If you need a ladder, obviously that's there too. Overall, I'd say the kit was super complete, even with all the little doodads and tools. If you wanted to take this cleaning even further and pull your cover off and do it the professional style, you could totally do that. But as a DIYer, and this is my first time cleaning a mini split, this worked out great for me, and I'd suggest you give it a good look.